Okay, I'm ready. So, first things first, from where we were before, I'll just go where we left off because
Okay,
I
so
built a lot.
Sherlock, sorry to interrupt you. So, because this is going to go on my YouTube video, so just to say, everybody, welcome. This is CryptoPhil, and today we have a video AMA with amazing Sherlock. Okay, so he is from the market traders. So basically,
Market
we did
Masters.
market masters. So we did AMA around 7-8 weeks ago regarding he create his own way of trading. And what's happened in the last 8 weeks, there's so many people who are pumped about what he's doing and what he's have done, and he brings so many different tools. So I think you must follow this guy and his members if you want to learn how to trade, how to make money, because his results are amazing. This is not like a RI-dub, this is not a miner, this is pure trading, free. It's not free, it's just cost a little bit money, but you can go and learn everything. So I will ask him to speak now. He has so much to explain. Watch, don't listen. You need to watch, because will be everything explained in details. Every question you have, go in his Discord and ask anytime any questions. Okay, thanks. Bye. You chat.
Sweet. So, I'm going to go over everything that we have here. I'll try and explain it in more detail because I know a lot of people are new and they want to understand things that I'm doing and why I'm doing it. So I'll try to explain it as a newbie, as a beginner's perspective. So first of all, why am I building this? Because I think we've all been in a lot of Ponzi's in the past year, and they've just been dying off. They've been getting worse and worse. It's like the rugs are just increasing too much, and it's just it's hard. It's hard to start making money out there. I'm very good, I think, at picking up trends and what's going on and what's not working. So the Ponzi's aren't working anymore. Too many incompetent people are making new projects, giving high ROI, and they're just all failing. Or you're stuck inside. You don't have access to your own money, and it's depressing. So I decided that I didn't want to get into it anymore, and I didn't see anything really that was impressing me out there that I could join and learn how to make my own money, like in trading, for example. I understood there's a lot of money in trading, so I just wanted to learn how to do that myself. And since I'm more of a software developer, I decided to take that approach to it and develop tools and strategies using code that I can provide as a service to people. And I'm really good at making ideas. So I really just wanted to provide value to people and give something that can help people make money without the Ponzi aspect. Trading is a skill, and I think it's time that everybody just learn to develop this skill and make the money on their own and invest into themselves instead of investing into people that, eventually just fail and rug. Because everybody knows the game. The Ponzi's everybody knows how to play them. Either you are lucky and you can get out just a little bit more than you put in, or you lose everything. Even just getting in first isn't enough anymore in the Ponzi's. Some of them work out, but a lot of them just don't anymore. So it's a coin flip. But trading is a skill. There is ways that you can increase your chances of winning by using these skills. It's not 100%. Market is very volatile, so it's still risky, but it's an investment into yourself, and the tools I'm developing here is a way that you can get an edge. So I'll go over what I've built and why I've built it. Okay, I'll go from the top. I have a few channels where you can get access to the bots. Okay, there's a trial, so you can just try it out for 2 weeks and see if you like it or not. And then the features here, this is where all the trading bots I've developed, you can get more information on. So these are the back tests of the bots. There's APT, Bitcoin, Doge, Ethereum, Near, Solana. This is where you can see all the tests. This is in the trading signals channel, which you can see right here. Okay, they don't all win. There's no strategy where you're always going to win, but a lot of them do win. As you can see, it's like 65 to 70% win rate. But there's always that 25, 30% that you just have to be aware of. So practice your risk management. Where are we? So this is the VIP Plus stuff, which you can just try out for 2 weeks. Break of structure alerts. This is a very common smart money strategy, which is basically just talking about, if you look here, this is USDT dominance, and it's telling you here that less people are holding USDT stablecoin, which means all the altcoins, Bitcoin, people are buying them, and less people are holding stablecoins right now. So that's what you're seeing here. Okay, so what I'm building is a aggregate data platform for you to go to, get all the information that you could need in order to make more educated trading decisions. Okay, like let's take a look at this one, for example, Bitcoin. There was a break of structure, just under 26,000 right here. Okay, you can go to the chart that I've linked right there, and you can see exactly what's happening, because I've actually linked the chart that has those indicators on it. So if you click that link, you can see exactly what you're seeing on that picture. So right here is where the alert happened. And I'll show you right now. We're already up 2%. We went up 2%, 2.5% right there. So how I like to trade these is, you can see right here, there's a level where the break happened. Around this range, you would want to wait for it to come down right here, and then you would take a trade. For example, you want some kind of confirmation that price is having more support now at that break. That's how you could trade that. Using USDT.D, you can say, okay, more people are buying altcoins and Bitcoin because less are holding USD. Right? So you can determine this way that people are buying, volume's going up. That's the break of structure channel. I have Ethereum on here. I got Matic, BNB. So you can set alerts for these all individually in the notification settings. So you can go here and put all messages. Okay, so each channel has its own notification settings you can choose to curate yourself. Trading signals, all messages. Volume spikes, I do use a lot. So if you go in here, you can see all the volume details that's happening in the market. This is going to tell you when there's volume in the market that's higher than average. It's going to give you the breakdown of all the volume, perpetual and spot. Then you can determine that there's enough volume in the market, triple or double the average. I have a 24-hour window. So then you would go look at the chart and you would determine if it's a good time to enter. Let's look at order blocks tab. Order blocks are essentially just a place where price has had a high amount of movement from a pivot point. Like right here, for example, you can see right here there was a lot of support. So it drew an order block there. And now you can see there's some support again right here. And there's resistance level up here. You can see it went down. So it alerts you, like, enters the support zone. Enters the daily support zone. This one's kind of broken, so I gotta fix that. So you can see it. It alerts you when price is entering one of these zones, exiting one of the zones, and then you can determine if it's a good time to enter or not. Market movers. Okay, these are awesome. This is all the market moving news that you're going to need in order to determine what the sentiment is in the market. Like FOMC details, you have consumer sentiment, CPI, FOMC statements. They're all going to be right here. 1 hour warnings, 10-minute warnings. Everything here is curated to be the type of news that will move the market, not just any news in general. So if you have alerts for this, you'll generally want to be looking at what's going on. Right now, this came in yesterday. Wire is winding down. Okay. there's volatility alerts, which I'm just setting up now. You can see this is based off of a unique algorithm called the volatility ratio. So it's not just any indicator or historical volatility. I have a brief explanation here. It says the volatility ratio is a tool used in trading to understand how a stock's price is changing compared to its past volatility. It helps traders identify potential trading opportunities. The ratio is calculated by comparing the true range for the current day with its average true range. True range measures the difference between the highest and lowest prices of the day. By looking at the volatility ratio, you can determine how volatile a stock is and make informed decisions. Higher volatility ratios indicate greater price volatility, which can suggest potential trends in the stock prices. This is visualized right here. This is the volatility ratio on TradingView. And you can see here, if it's over 0.5, there's a breakout that's happening. So this is what's alerting you right here. And on the Discord, you have something right here, like let's go look at Key, for example. This will link you right to the chart. So you can see there's some volatility happening on Key. There's a giant engulfing candle that happened. So you can use this to make more informed decisions. Essentially what I'm giving you here, this Discord is a place for you to find opportunities like at a snap. Essentially, the hardest thing about trading is finding the opportunities and then deciding if it's a good time to enter or not. The tools that I'm building here is making everything as easy as it possibly can be to find opportunities and make decisions. But in the end, ultimately, it is up to you to manage your own risk and determine if trades are viable or not. But I'm giving you every single opportunity right at your fingertips. You just have to choose the right ones. It's really that easy because it can be daunting to trade. So the goal of Market Masters is just to make it easy, make it less daunting, give you everything on a silver platter, and then just choose what you want to eat. You know, that's how you gotta choose the utensils that you want to use, and you know, choose your slice of steak. That's it, pretty much. But I'll go over some stuff that I'm really proud of, that I work very hard on. This channel right here, the practice channel. You can see a lot of people are using it right now. This is a trading bot that I developed for Discord where you can practice your trading risk-free. You can use the bots, for example, RSI map on the 1 hour. This will give you a map of all the top 200 market cap cryptocurrencies. If it'll work. If it's not working right now, then I'll just show you what I mean. Well, it's not working right now. Probably got to reset it, but should be in the main chat. Someone used it recently. I'll give you an example right here. This is the RSI map on the 30-minute top 200 cryptocurrencies. You can see easily visualized all the currencies that are on Binance, since I'm using the Binance API. XLM, Glimmer, SCRT, you can see at which levels they're oversold or overbought. This is a popular tool because it gives you the opportunities in the market, like what is oversold, what is overbought. Gives you a clear representation, and you can go look at them for free. You can use this command. This is a free command, so you can use this to find the opportunities in the market that otherwise you're going to have to sift through forever, you know, you don't even know. But this gives you an easy visual representation on whatever time frame, 1 hour, 30-minute, 4-hour, daily, weekly, whatever. Okay? Yeah, the RSI map's not working right now. I gotta look into that. But there's other commands like support and resistance. Okay, it looks like it's broken right now. I gotta restart it. I'll actually do that right now because I can start it here.
Sherlock, do you want to make mention on like what overbought and oversold means on the RSI maps that they'd be looking at?
Yeah.
From
Okay.
a newbie standpoint video.
Yeah, if you're a newbie and you don't understand what RSI is, it's the relative strength index. So let's take a look. We can go. Let's go look at a chart here. Okay.
We'll go also, Sherlock, just to ask, can you also maybe do little guidelines for extremely new persons, like somebody who never come into trading like myself, and what's the first thing where he should go in your Discord to start learning? Okay, what's the starting point, 1 or 0, and then 1 and 2? What are you going to recommend to start first?
Okay, so let's go over, let's say strategy 1, okay? You're getting in here, you're brand new, you want to just start learning, okay? Ultimately, it's up to you to decide what strategy works for you. If you want to do more long-term, if you want to do short-term scalping, swing trading, I'll show you where you can start. So let's take a look. We had a channel here that's trading terms. So first I would get familiar with some indicators, right? Just see like what these indicators mean. What is the point in using indicators, like what they tell you about the market? Essentially, most indicators are just visualizing price action for you in an easier to digest way. Like right here, we have the explanation for the RSI. So it identifies momentum, market conditions, and warning signals for dangerous price movements. The default value is 14 periods. So that means the last 14 bars, it'll take the average like bought or sold. And if it's more bought than sold, it'll start going into the overbought zone because the average is much higher than usual. So I can visualize that on a chart right here. So it's essentially saying, okay, there's more blue candles, or green, I guess, if you have a normal chart. There's more blue than red, okay? It's more than average, which means there's a lot more buying than usual. Then you get to this zone, right here, which is overbought, meaning there is way more buying than the usual amount. So this can determine an overbought zone. You can see here in this overbought zone, it started going down. This doesn't always happen. There is times where it will go into overbought territory, like right here. It went over 70. And then it just continued to go up after that. There was a little dip. But it doesn't always tell you when a trend is about to stop. Like right here, for example, right? You see it went over 70 and then it went way up here, but then it went back down. Right here, oversold. It's under 30, reversed. So RSI is a good way to determine market condition. Is it oversold? Is it overbought? You generally, like right here, the RSI is kind of in between the level, the oversold and overbought levels. And you can see what's happening to the price. It's pretty average right now. Okay, so that's how you can determine what's happening in the market. That's how you can determine opportunities. And to answer your question where you can get started, I would recommend going over to the channel right here, YouTube, and you can go through here. This is a channel which I've curated of people on YouTube that have skills that I admire, that I look up to, and I learn from myself. So let's take Crypto Chris, for example. He does market analysis. He doesn't necessarily teach us strategies, but he's mainly focused on TA, like patterns, chart patterns like pennant, bear flag, all that sort of stuff. He's really, really good at what he does. So that's why I've added him to the list. There's another channel, Sahil, PKO. He does more indicators. He has a lot of strategies. Every video he makes is just based around different indicators on TradingView that you put together. So if you're more of an indicator trader, then he's a good channel to watch and find a strategy that you like. There's another one. This guy right here, he's more educational. He will actually teach you the strategies. This I highly recommend, the training channel. So if you want to start learning and you want a more in-depth guide on how to get started, something actionable, this is a channel I recommend. Once you understand these things, then you can go into the Discord. You can use our tools. You can practice your trading right here. Let's say I want to take a long on Tomo like he did. You just go in here, 1.47, 1.26. That's gonna be a long. Take profit 147, stop loss 1.26. So very easy way to get started and to start learning. This is your playground. This is how you're gonna start to learn, and I'm rewarding you for that, because at the top of the leaderboard, whoever is number one at the end of this month I'm gonna give $100. So I'm rewarding you for practicing, for using the bot, beta testing the bot. It's working great right now. But this is just an environment that I'm cultivating for you to learn, and I'm rewarding you for it. So I'm reinforcing you to learn how to make your own money, and I'm also providing a risk-free environment for you to learn using real market data, and then, you know, give you $100 if you're good at it. So I think I've gone over pretty much everything. I also, there's one more thing actually. On TradingView, let me see if I can show you here. There is actually a tab that's like ideas tab. People post their trade ideas. Like if you go to the trade ideas, cryptocurrencies tab, there is professional analysts that actually post their ideas on here and what they think is going to happen in the market. I've curated a few different channels here that post their ideas often, and I've created a bot that will post it directly to the Discord when they have a new idea that they've posted. So this is another way to educate yourself. If you go to the crypto feed, if you're interested in trading crypto, this is where all the newest trade ideas will come, and it'll give you everything that they've discussed in their idea, right? ETH, good to do a short at 1800, 4-hour time frame. So it gives an analysis right here. I've got the picture, the channel. You can go over this and educate yourself a little bit if you're into Forex. Got a Forex feed, stock feed, but this is my list of curated channels. What else have I got? Fear and Greed Index. This comes daily, automatically. You can see what's going on from yesterday in the Fear and Greed Index. Crypto bubbles. You can see what's happening in the market visually represented in the bubbles format. Other than that, what else we got here? I'm going to go over the commands that we actually have here. So trading commands, you can long, you can short, you can look at your stats, your trading history, you can look at other people's stats, right? Sorry, Kratos, I don't mean to call you out there. Modify, you can modify your trades, your active trades. You can look at your current active trades. You can close them manually, and you can look at the leaderboard like I showed you earlier. The market data commands, we got the RSI map, open interest, support and resistance. So I can show you that now that I have it up. Let's look at Tomo, for example. Here's the chart, support and resistance lines based off pivot points. Gives you the price. So this is another way you can analyze the market and see where prices are moving heavily. These are based off pivot points. Okay. You can look at gainers and losers. This is another command that I did recently. Let's look at Binance Perpetual. Okay. Now you got a top 15 list of the top 15 gainers and top 15 losers on Binance Perpetual market. Let's look at Binance Spot. Okay, these are all the currencies that have increased the most or decreased the most on Binance. There, I also have Bybit and OKX right now, but I'm going to be adding more. You can look at funding rates. You can look at open interest. Let's look at a premium command that's ratings, okay? Ratings on the 1 hour. This is a special command which basically analyzes all the currencies on Binance and uses a list of technical indicators to rank them from 0 to 1, or from -1 to 1. So if there's a positive value, it ranks it as 1, meaning that the direction is more up. So that would be a buy. And then -1 would be a sell. So there's about 20 or 25 different indicators that are ranking. If it's 0, it's neutral, -1 sell, +1 buy. Adds them all together to give them a rating. And I've organized them by top 15 buy and top 15 sell. So this is a top 15 list of all the buy ratings, top 15 list of all the sell ratings. So COTI USDT, this has a high sell rating on the 1 hour time frame. HOT has a 17, which is very high. So this is a special indicator, something we're also really proud of. Really just gives you the opportunities right there. I've actually just used this. I've just taken a trade off one of these once, made some insane gains. But generally you want to look at these, look at the chart, see what's happening with the price action, and determine when's a good time to enter. Okay? And that's pretty much it. One more thing, these channels, you might have noticed, there's nothing posted in here yet, but I've been waiting for our analysts to come back so we can start getting some calls out. Here is where you're going to see the community calls. So community members will post in here their trades, and you can choose to follow them. That's what this practice bot is going to be used for. So it just tracks the trades easier. And that's pretty much it. I think I've gone over everything. Hopefully I answered your question, Phil.
Yes, I think it was so much better and more organized since the last AMA. I think since the first AMA, in the first AMA, I was all everywhere. And right here in the Discord, you just go step by step where to go, how to do, what to see, how to start. I think what's amazing for the... By the way, everybody who wants to join, there are two things as I remember. So you can buy the NFT, who is 1 BNB, and you get lifetime access. Or you can try, like you say, free 2 weeks trial, or you can pay monthly. What I have, the link will be in the description in this video. And the monthly, what was the price for monthly? It was like $10-15, I think, correct?
Well, here, I'll show you actually. You can get $20 a month for the basic indicators. So like that's the ratings commands. You get the volatility spikes, market moving news, order blocks, volume spikes, sessions. I didn't go over sessions, but essentially it's just telling you when Japan, New York, Australia, all these sessions, when they're starting, what price is, what the opening high or low is. It tells you if price has crossed that session after it's closed. So stuff like that, all these are just in the basic plan, $20 a month. $60 a month, you get the trading signals and the break of structure. And then, but this all comes with the NFT as well. So if you get the NFT lifetime access, totally up to you.
I think the best is if somebody won't just get the NFT 1 BNB and all done.
It's on a sale.
Want to be serious about this. Yeah. Okay, next question. Can you, I guess if anybody have question, please ask. Can you please share what profits or losses how you perform in the last couple of weeks? Results, please. You can share.
I have not been tracking them exactly, like what the profits for the signals are. I can do that. I can start doing that, but I haven't been actually adding them together like week after week. I've just been working on more bots, So I haven't had too much time to do that. I would love if someone could join the team and focus more on like data management and like tracking that sort of stuff for me, because I don't have a lot of time to do that with all the stuff that I've been building.
I saw some results were posted who are like 20% up, 15% up.
Oh yeah,
I think it was like one huge, like 200%, if I'm not mistaken. You know.
Yep. It depends on the leverage you use, right?
That's correct. I do agree. But yeah, it will be great in the future, you know, if we have some kind of, some kind of channel there, like results, whoever, this week we did pretty much overall, 5, 10, 20, 50%. I know it all depends how many leverage, but, if you can just overall have some kind of data just for the, for the newbies or for me or for everybody.
Yeah, I would love that. I would love if someone could help me out with that. Just tracking all that stuff.
Yeah,
if you want, this is since April, all the trading signals. So you can see like the X's are losses, the check marks are profits, right? So you can just see in general how many X's or check marks there are, right? Pretty good. So generally the ones that are the altcoins, they're much higher risk, like Solana or Near or Lena. The movements are much higher. The stop losses and take profit are based on ATR, the average true range. So it's not a set percentage. And when you take those trades, you just have to remember that and manage your risk appropriately. Bitcoin and Ethereum, they have a lot of liquidity, so they're not going to move as substantially. Like Doge, for example, huge movements. It could be like 3, 5, 10%, stop loss. But on Ethereum, it would be like 1%. So you just got to remember that. But the gains are also higher. Really depends. Like Aptos as well, things like that. But you can see how many winning trades there are compared to the losing trades. A lot of checks. But I'm not hiding the losses because it's just part of trading. It's just how it is. Hopefully that kind of like goes over a little bit of the data that you're looking for, but I'll be looking to have a more organized data sheet for the trades and like what the profits and stuff would be.
Okay, that's great. Chloe just texts me. She cannot hear anything, what is very sad, but I say I record everything. So,
okay.
But she don't want to interrupt because we already late. I have everything recorded. I'll post the video, to be honest, in the morning. I think this is nice because it's nice, short, and straight to the point. Go there trading and so the people can learn when they get in where to go, what to see, how to do. Because I think what you're doing here, people cannot realize what you're doing, to be honest. Because there's so many, like you say, from the beginning, give you the silver plate, you just need to use the fork and spoon and start eating, and the knife,
Exactly.
It's everything right there. Go and just do a little work and crack on. That's why I know a lot of people will do that exactly like myself. Oh, I don't have the time. Well, I'm doing the same. That's why I team up with my buddies, with my admins, and I say, look, let's team up together. Let's join forces together, you go there. So we all split. I'm doing 1, they're doing 2, they're doing 3, and then both of them, they will come to your channel. They will, crack on and learn more and more and more. And then we can all, we all putting some money together. That's how we working like team. That's how I like to do.
We're all here with the same goal.
Yeah, exactly. The same goal is to make money and, help each other, help more people. That's why I'm here. That's why we like you. I think that you have so much respect in the crypto space, in the DeFi space especially. Anybody want to ask questions, guys and girls? Feel free.
Yeah, ask away. We have I actually have started this with one of my buddies, Corby. He's going to be the analyst, the professional trader on this channel. Hasn't been here for a while, but he's going to be coming back soon. So there'll be more admin calls and technical analysis, and we'll be recruiting more over time. But that's where we're going to get started. So if he wants to say anything, introduce himself, and then you guys can get to know a little bit more about who we are.
Yeah. Well, one thing Phil was talking about too is kind of a segue off of him and all the tools that are provided here is that even if a new user just wanted to only take, like if they buy the NFT and just only take ETH trades, there's like maybe 2 or 3 a week that you're going to be trading with. But if the bot will literally tell you where to set your take profit, where to set your stop loss, It's a very easy way to get comfortable with trading and not be constantly out there trying to chase all these different tokens to make all these different trades. Because I always call it as like when you're trying to overtrade, you may be profitable, but you eventually die by a death of 1,000 cuts by taking small losses over and over and over.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to trade too much. Like you want to be able to practice your patience because that's what it takes. It's really about patience. I tried getting in and out very quickly in a lot of trades early in my trading, and I feel like when you just chase all the time, you lose instead of just being patient, waiting for price to get to an area of value. Like everyone says when Manic was $1.50 a few months ago or $1.20, whatever it is, they're like, "Oh man, I wish I bought it at 50 cents. I wish I bought it at 60 cents." But now it's 60 cents, now it's 50 cents. Would like nobody's doing it. Yeah, like it doesn't
Yeah.
You say things and then you don't follow through. You got to have a plan, you got to stick to it and just be patient. It comes. It'll come to you. But also if you don't know the opportunities, then that's what we're here for. That's what Corby's here for. That's what all the tools are here for. Help you find the opportunities.
Yeah, and I mean that's exactly with all the built-in signals and bots too. Is like, I would ask anyone to just even do the 2-week trial, not even make a trade, but just turn on all the notifications and just watch it, so you can kind of get a feel for it, and you'll see that like you don't need to make a trade every day to be profitable or successful, and you can do all these things, and it doesn't take that much time. I mean, trading in itself is not staring at a screen 36 hours a day.
Exactly. And
it's tempting to try it, but
yeah, you get anxious. You want more profit, but
yeah,
just even making one trade a day can give you the financial freedom you're looking for. Build it up over time. So before I don't want to get on too long for the AMA, just because I know Phil's got some stuff to do. But can you just briefly introduce yourself and then like explain your history and how long you've been trading, like what your experience has been, all that sort of stuff?
Yeah, so I'm Corby. I've been, how long have I been trading now? I've been trading essentially strictly crypto now for almost 2 years. And then before that, I was in the traditional markets of trading a lot of stocks and options. So I actually, now that I've been trading crypto so long, I kind of despise trading traditional markets because the opens and closes of markets leave gaps in the charts, and then it's just, I don't even like looking at them now.
Yeah.
Because of that reason.
You just sit there all weekend.
The weekend. Yeah. Whereas I mean, I do have a strict rule for myself that I've really been trying to push the past couple months is not trading on the weekend so I can actually enjoy my time. So I mean there's that catch-22, but I mean my thing is if I go into the weekend in a profitable trade and it's trending in the right direction, I leave it open. If it's a quick trade I'm not comfortable with, I close it so then I can fill out on the weekend and not have to be stressed.
Okay. And so what's your experience been like? Like what's been your arc?
Arc?
Yeah, you know, like where you got started, where you are now, what it's been like.
Oh.
What can someone expect in terms of like just starting out? How long did it take for you to really start to become profitable and like find your groove?
Honestly, it's probably, I'm in about 5 years now to where I would say I've found a groove. I would say, like, because I mean, my first 2-3 years, you'd have crazy wins during months, and then you'd have crazy losses. And I just could not find that balance. And now if anyone reads any trading book ever, they're always going to read, you just need to set your rules and stick to it. And it's the dumbest rule, but it's the best rule. Like, trading is easy if you just set your rules and stick to it. I mean, once you go out there and go off the rails and just trying to taste stuff, that's when you start losing money.
Right. Truer
But, I
words
mean,
have
that-
not been said.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that in itself, though, too, at the beginning of the AMA, when we're talking about swing trading, scalping, I mean, I know professional scalpers, and they'll make 3-4 trades a day, and they do very well at it, and that's how they make all their income. But even for them, taking those 3-4 trades a day they're only doing it off of their very preset parameters of when something hits something.
True. So, what sort of trader are you, and like, what was your journey into finding that style?
Yeah, I'm predominantly, I would say myself, a short-term swing trader.
Could you explain what swing trading is?
So swing trading, so I'll kind of just reverse you on that. So scalping would be quick trades, and that they can be anywhere from 5 minutes to an hour that you're in and out of a trade. That's how I qualify through scalping. I know some people will say, oh, I did it in 6 hours. I'm like, well, then that's more of a day trade rather than an actual scalp. I think my best scalp ever I did was on 5x leverage. I did 100% in 45 seconds. So I'd say that was a scalp.
Okay, nice.
So, but yeah, I really, for my own style, I like to just basically place all my trades off of major pivots or trend lines that are existing in the market. Like a good example, I've been trading Mask a lot the past month because it was playing perfectly in a channel where it hit the bottom and that would act as support, it'd go up, and then it was just short, long, short, long, short, long.
So
recently
so for swing trading, you're mainly using like the hour chart?
I'm looking at entries on an hour. I would say my setups are typically now about 4 to 12-hour charts.
4 to 12-hour charts.
Yeah.
Okay, so more like this.
Yeah.
And you're looking at levels like this, right? Major pivot points?
Yep.
Like right here kind of thing?
Exactly. And
so
ironically, that was
weighted.
how... Oh, yeah. And that was when I was, especially with new traders, that's how I try to explain support and resistance at the easiest way possible. Because if you go to a 12-hour chart or a daily chart, and if you literally just draw horizontal lines across the chart at the end, the opening and close of every candle, you end up, those turn into support and resistance zones.
Okay. So just to clarify, scalping is like you're trading within the same day, very quickly, within seconds, minutes, hours. Swing trading is like maybe a couple days. You're holding a trade, and then there's the long-term positional trades, which is like you're holding a trade from like down here for weeks or months even.
Yeah, so I think like one good example right now is I've been in a ETH short for like 3.5 weeks right now, and that's a trade that I have confidence that it's going to retest a little lower.
What was the price that you got in there?
Oh geez, I have to even look now. It was so long ago.
So you're probably in around May, right? Like right up here, right at this level?
I was at like 1900.
Yeah, okay. So that's like right up here. So you see he's been in a short since right here, and ever since he's been riding it. I'm assuming you saw this sort of thing, like multiple tops.
Actually, where I saw it, and this is going even out on a further range, if you go to a 2-week chart, I don't know if you have that in your trading view.
I have a week chart.
So the week chart, it lies, but on a 2-week chart, it formed a giant ascending wedge. And when it had broken out of that and then it retested it, that's when I entered it in the trade.
Oh, right here, the 2-week chart?
Yep.
So what do you draw, a wedge?
Yep. So it was...
From here?
Yeah. Let me look. I'm also looking at mine.
So I think what Corby is describing is he is more of a...
So if you'd go take your top line and then go to move that back to where your bottom line is to start. Yeah, move that one on the top of the candles. And then go up to the top of the channel. Then you're all set.
Oh, I see.
So then...
Okay, so it broke right here, you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess Corby's describing that he uses more long-term and medium-term trading strategies, and he looks at the patterns in the market. That's his style. I guess that's just what he's comfortable with. He's learned that way, what works for him. So I think it's important for everyone to understand that everybody has their own style, and it takes some time to learn.
Yeah, and I mean, there's not to say too that like there's not times when I have not longed ETH in the past couple weeks as well too. So I mean, there's always that. There's the overall trend, but there's short-term trends within every trend as well too.
Right. Okay. Well, I think that's pretty good for introduction, right? Is there anything else you want to say?
Should be good. I actually got to pop off here and run over for a Father's Day barbecue.
All right. Have fun, my man. Thanks for stopping by, introducing yourself. Look forward to the future here.
All right. Well, thanks everyone for popping in too. So have a great evening, morning, or rest of your day.
Great Father's Day.
Yeah.
All right. See ya.
All right. Later.
All right, Phil. I'm ready for some questions. Let's pop them in. What do you guys got? Anything goes.
So basically, no, I think I just want to say I need to get out. However, I'll leave this one recording. You can continue to chat with the team if you want, if anybody have questions, because
sure.
The kids are getting crazy here. I will leave recording. So once you finish, just shut down everything. My screen recording, I'll just cut the video later on. I just want to ask you last question, okay? And this is for Corby. Corby, thank you so much for joining. Also, by the way, happy Father's Day to me and everybody who are fathers or who have fathers. I guess everybody have fathers. My question is, in the future, is that going to be able to simple click the button and copy trade any one of you and just be totally passive from the investor point of view? Is that possible, like Wolf Capital trying to do now?
Yeah, simple answer is yes.
Great. Okay, that's me. Put me first on the line. And when we looking for that to be able?
So that, I want to make sure I get it right. And with stuff like that, there is security risks involved because there's real money there. Like this right here, the practice channel, this is a bot that I've been building for a while. So right now everything is looking good, but for example, if someone takes a trade, like you see these buttons here, this goes to the original trade and then it shows you the new trade. But what I can do is hook up a button here that just says like take the trade or like copy trade. You would click that button after you've hooked up an API to your exchange, then it would link there instantly. Or you just link it here in the Discord, and it's just one click button, follow the trade. Very easy to do.
That's all I want to hear. Okay, perfect. Put me in first on the line. All right, guys, I will leave you. Thank you so much for everything. Keep talking, keep chatting. I will leave you. I will be still active but I'll be on mute. All right, bye from me.
Thanks, Phil. All right, guys.
Thanks, Phil.
Any questions? Now's your chance to ask. If you need clarification on anything, if there's stuff you don't understand, ask away. I'm here to answer. Now's the chance. If you don't want to talk, you can ask it in the main chat, just text channel. Hopefully I went over everything, easy to understand. No questions? Everybody's good? Everybody understands? I got everything recorded, so I'll set this up later. I'll probably do more more AMAs in the future, more regularly, so things can get clear more often if you guys have questions. But I think everything's pretty good, right? Everyone understood everything. Hopefully I got everything out there. Okay, well, if there's no questions, I'll end the AMA here, so all you can go enjoy your Father's Day. Thank you everyone for joining, and hope everyone had the opportunity to get their questions answered. Everything's cleared up. Now you see the potential, what we're building here. Happy everyone's here. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for supporting me. And I wish you all a happy Father's Day and a fantastic week. See you guys.